Chapter 2 United Opportunity. "Hello, sir!" The Pegasus greeted them with a bow. "Shadow," the wolf rolled his eyes. "You can just call me Wisp." They started to walk up the path to the cave entrance. As she walked on Shadow's right side, she noticed that Shadow had bat wings instead of Pegasus wings. "So?" Shadow asked as they entered the cavern. "Wisp, have you collected more information for Code Light?" "No, but I collected a new recruit." "New recruit?" "I wasn't told they were going to join the organization," Spirit thought, as she shot Wisp a questionable look. Wisp kept talking to Shadow about this Code Light as a voice echoed through her head. "I want to recruit you as our new agent, but if you don't want to, you don't have to." The voice sounded like Wisp. "I want to," Spirit thought, as she saw Wisp and Shadow stop in front of a sort of fish tank built into the wall. "I just didn't expect it." Now Spirit was interested in the tank since there was no fish in it. Before she could ask about it, Shadow and Wisp were already walking into the next room. When they made it to the entrance, they stopped. Wisp put his forepaws in the air in a showing-off gesture. "Welcome to the UOHQ." Shadow wasn't surprised that she was in awe. "I need to get back to my training, Wisp." Shadow said, turning to Wisp. "We'll discuss the code tomorrow." He bowed, then galloped further into the caverns. "Are these caverns all connected?" Spirit asked, following Wisp back to the first cave. "Yes, they were dug out by the Lisps with their fire breath, which could melt rock," Wisp explained. "Lisps?" She never heard of Lisps. Wisp stopped in front of the tank she saw when they entered. He tapped his paw on the glass a couple of times and waited patiently next to it. "This is the UOAMB," Wisp explained, not taking his eyes off the glass. "What does UO and AMB stand for?" "UO stands for United Opportunity, and AMB stands for Aquamarine Biome," he responded, still not taking his eyes off the glass. "Makes sense," she thought. Without warning, she heard another tap on the glass. Spirit shifted her gaze from Wisp to the tank. In the tank, a serpent was tapping his claws on the glass. It had two sets of horns, which were right above its long spikes, coming out of the side of its chin, as if it were a bearded dragon. It had front claws with clear webbing between each claw. Its graceful, sleek, webbed tail had multiple webbing spreads in between. Its scales were an ocean blue color, while the horns were a gray color. The serpent pointed upward with its claw before swimming upward. Wisp turned, then looking over his shoulder, he said, "Come on, recruit." He ran towards the entrance she never even noticed before. The archway was lined with some kind of fancy stone that she couldn't recognize. But Spirit ignored that since she was more interested in the serpent than the archway. The stairs led up to the next level of the cavern, or at least that's what she thought. At the top, Spirit found herself looking at the top of the tank. Beyond the tank, she could see the whole forest down below. How could the world not look up and see the obvious opening? She didn't know. The serpent was sitting next to the water, its tail dangling over the edge. Wisp was sitting next to the serpent. There was water all over the floor, and the serpent was soaking wet. "Spirit," Wisp stared at her as she wondered how he knew her name. "This is Tidal Wave. She teaches magic, and she's going to be your mentor."